Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today it is all about the leftovers. So I have this heart die cut that I actually used to create a background on a page and decided to keep because I figured I could use that on a layout. I also have these couple of papers left over from a Killikit style a couple months ago. So I figured I could get these things used up, get them out of my room into an album, and I would be scrapbooking this Pirates of the Caribbean kind of sign in Disneyland. So let's see what I can do. Now this layout came together pretty quickly. And the papers that I'm using are super thin, so that was kind of a disappointment. You'd never expect double-sided papers to be this thin, and it's almost like single-sided paper from way back in the day when you used to buy the single-sided papers at the craft store. So what I did to combat that is trim down a 1/2 inch off of two sides of that ombre paper, the pink striped ombre paper, and I'm going to mat that on some white cardstock. That's going to go ahead and give my background a little bit more rigidity. I am going to mat this photo of the pirates sign over top of the camera paper. You might or might not be able to tell that it is a camera paper that I'm matting on, but ultimately that doesn't bother me because it's the color that I'm going for and not necessarily the shape of the background. So I am going to put this heart off of the edge of the paper, and I'm going to trim this little piece off. And you guys, that piece is going in the trash, okay? I'm not going to use it for anything else. It's just going in the trash. I'm going to go ahead and figure out where I want my photo to go. I'm going to go ahead and adhere it down. I just wanted to make sure that you could still kind of see that it was a heart. Then I'm going to take this piece of floral paper and I'm going to fussy cut out all of the flowers. Do not worry, I am not going to make you watch me fussy cut every single flower. I promise there just might be one. Just going to have to watch me fussy cut the one flower. Now there are sharp edges and the flowers aren't full flowers, but that is okay because I'm going to nestle and tuck the flowers and you don't even have to worry about that. So after I fussy cut the flowers, I went and pulled out my glittery enamel dots. I also pulled out this pirate skull rhinestone thing that's been in my Disney stash for years. And then I also pulled some glittery letter stickers. So now I'm just figuring out where I want my florals to go, and then once that is figured out, I'm going to add some more adhesive. That way everything stays stuck down to the page, because honestly it really just sucks when you figure out where you want stuff to go, you get it placed, and then you don't have adhesive, and you're like, oh, surprise, oops, forgot the adhesive, and you got to go back and re-adhere everything. Plus, like I said, these are some thin little papers, and I'm afraid that they're just going to fall apart, so I need to make sure I have tons of adhesive on the layout. So I'm going to go ahead and get those down, and it is less about a heart now, and that's okay. It is Pirates of the Caribbean, or Pirates of the Caribbean, however you say it. Whichever way you say it, good for you. There are die-hard Pirates fans who argue about how you say it. We've heard them multiple times while we've been in line for the ride. So my title is going to include Yo-Ho as a nod to the Yo-Ho, It's a Pirate's Life for Me song. My little crystal rhinestone skull is going to go up here at the top. And then I know that I have these little enamel dots that I'm going to sprinkle around the page as well. So now I am off trying to find a letter sticker. I decided to go with these tile blue letter stickers. These are an old sticker sheet from Pretty Little Studio from I think like 2014. So they've just been living in my sticker stash and I need to use them, so pulled them out. I am going to change the title to It's a Yo-Ho Life. I was going to say a Yo-Ho Life for Me, but I decided that It's a Yo-Ho Life, I liked it a little bit better. So that's what we did. Now, I do not have an apostrophe for its, and I'm okay with that, you guys. It's not stressing me out. If it is stressing you out, I'm so sorry, but I'm not putting the apostrophe down. So now I'm going to take these little glitter enamel dots and some glitter hearts, and I'm just going to sprinkle them around the page. I feel like there is a lot going on this page, even though there's not a whole heck of a lot of product on the page. And you might be looking at this and being like, Sandy, you got tons of product on this page, but I don't feel like I really do. I've got three sheets of paper, basically, and that's it. So I'm not feeling like there's a whole bunch. I do decide to put one of the hearts over on the right-hand side where the photo is. But mostly everything is happening to the left of the photo, and that includes this rhinestone pirate head. So I'm just trying to figure out where the pirate pieces should go, because I don't want the pirate head to look goofy, because maybe I put the eyes in the wrong place or something like that, and I don't want it to look, you know, terribly scary, because it's not a terribly scary thing. It's a rhinestone pirate face. Like, it's not scary, you guys. It's just not. So I have that down, and now I'm just trying to figure out where I want the journaling. I'm like, do I want to put the journaling over on the right-hand side of the page, or do I want to put the journaling over on the left where the big white expanse is? And Lana and I chat about it for a second, and we decide that my journaling needs to go over to the left of the photo, because everything is over to the left of the photo. So if I put the journaling there, it would just feel weird. It would feel out of place and not balanced. So I go ahead and I'm journaling about the pirates, and let me pull the layout so I can tell you what it says. It says, Pirates is one of our favorite rides at Disney. It was fantastic showing Lana the Disneyland version, which is only slightly different than the one in Walt Disney World. I don't want to do any spoilers for anyone, so I don't do it in my journaling, and I'm not going to say what's different here either. And then I write, even though the ride has gone through many changes, we still love it. And of course, we still yell out, "We wants the redhead" when we get to that portion of the ride. Just a whole lot of pirate fun, September 2019. So it definitely takes me more time to write that out than it does for me to say it. And that is totally fine. Now, I do have my journaling above the title and below the title, and that's just so I can fill in that white gap, because I think that if I would have left that white gap at the bottom, it would have felt awkward. And that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me while I used up some leftovers to complete this layout. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.